Hey guys, back at it. This is day 150 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge. And if you want more info and a sneak peek into that, please go back and look at the first 100 days. A lot of really cool content. And if you are listening to this one now, it is much different than when I first started out. So I have loved to see my progression and how my voice and interaction and flow has changed. I do enjoy recording these every day. It brings me joy. It gets me excited. I get to relive things that have happened and just kind of tap into what my lessons were for the day. And then sometimes if I don't quite catch a lesson, I might catch it later on, like zoom out, bigger picture kind of thing. So let's get into it. Day 150. Today, the kids are still with their dad in New York. I've been checking in with them all day since this morning, just making sure they're okay, they're flying. They had a very early start and a very long day of travel. So it was just a lot for them, I'm sure. But just checking in with them, I was able to relax in the morning and sleep in just a little bit. Not too much, but just enough. I have tried to just move away from my alarms and rise with the sun. So my window shades that I have are very light and they block people from being able to see in, but they don't block, the natural sunlight from coming in. So that's kind of cool. I do enjoy that. I have been doing my normal routine in the morning. So I have actually started to do this chakra cleansing. And let me try to see if I can word it correctly, because I started following this gentleman on Instagram and he is a hypnotherapist. He is also very spiritually in tune, and he talks about this process of starting on Monday and each night or some point during the day when you have at least 20 minutes to an hour for meditation and cleansing, to listen to the different hertz. And off the top of my head, I don't remember them. They are for each chakra. So like root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So you go through all of them and you listen to about 20 to 30 minutes of this hertz that he recommends that's for that specific chakra, to break up any plaque and buildup of like negative emotions, things you've attached onto from just being out in the world with other people. It made a lot of sense. So I had started doing it just at night before I go to sleep, kind of look at the clock and make sure I have like a time in my head. Open up YouTube or Spotify, whichever one I've found the best hertz like playlist, and then just listen to about 20 minutes of it. Sometimes I will totally fall asleep and it'll just go and automatically shut off. But it's been really good. So I've gotten all the way to my solar plexus at this point, and it's just been very calming and relaxing. So as I just integrated it into my nightly and morning routine, where at night I will just lay down in bed, do my last things on my phone, have my red light, put my magnesium oil on my feet, make sure I am connected with my grounding mat under my back or my legs. And I've been doing that. I've been sleeping with my grounding mat for almost a whole month now, I'd feel like. It's been quite a bit of time now. And I've noticed a lot of changes and differences with that too. So like reduces the inflammation. I feel more energized in the morning. I have a deeper sleep. So that has been one really cool thing. But situate myself on the mat, got my magnesium oil, my red light, finished the phone stuff, kind of pull up the playlist with the Hertz and put my phone down. Then I go into my, meditation and my Reiki. So I'm just starting from the top of my head, going all the way down, checking in with my body and anything that might feel stuck or blocked. Doing my affirmations and my gratitudes, setting myself up for the next morning. So that's been really, really cool to integrate that. And I'm excited to finish and see how it goes and what differences I see. I do love to make sure I am in the best condition I can be, just because I'm interacting with my children and I am interacting with other people, and I always strive to be in the best space I can be so that I can hold space for others and just help. So that has been a new thing I've done. So sometimes I'll hit it twice with the Hertz. So I'll do it at night and then I'll do it in the morning, but not the same one. The same one for the morning and night, but not the same one for the night and the morning, if that makes sense. So I did that in the morning, and then I got into the sauna, did my vibration therapy, popped in the shower, did my compression, acupressure. I keep calling it compression, but it's not compression. Acupressure mat. Then I got myself dressed and ready because I had a lunch and coffee hangout with a new friend of mine. And so I was just kind of wanting to be ready for that. I did have some errands to run. I did get a lot of stuff done in the house. I cleared out a lot of trash that was needing to go out. I put away a lot of dishes. I took a lot of stuff that needed to go to the thrift store out because my daughter had gotten rid of a whole huge basket full of clothes and my son got rid of 2.5 bags of toys. I also went through my clothes again and got rid of a whole bag myself. I just got some stuff upstairs to go into the attic. So it was just a lot of stuff around the house, kind of like surveying everything and making sure I got stuff I needed to get done. Because I do have a lot of hang out and chill time alone, and I just want to make sure that I am on top of things so I can also hang out and chill. So I did all of that, and I met up with my friend and we had coffee and a really, really yummy coffee cake, and just like spent an hour, maybe an hour and a half just talking and catching up. And it was really great to get to know this friend some more and just talk about whatever, talk about life, talk about, being a single parent, talk about, the area, talk about, different things that are coming up. So it was great to connect and talk. I have been invited to a Friendsgiving, so I am going to be hanging out with my grandma on Thanksgiving and then hanging out at a Friendsgiving. I've also talked to some people about going to see Wicked, the movie, and that's going to be super exciting because I did see it on Broadway, so I'm curious to see the difference in the film. So I'm just like opening myself up to doing more things with friend groups versus like just hopping on the dating apps and trying to swipe and have that solo connection. I do feel that at this point, my focus is different. I am still very much wanting a partner, and I am still very much wanting that romantic relationship, but that romantic relationship can be had later. It doesn't have to be had now, and I definitely have to romance myself and be more in love with myself before I can expect to have that quote unquote perfect relationship. If I can't love myself and do the things that I am in need of, I can't expect somebody else to do it for me. So with that said, It was a really, really cool day. Lots of fun, just by myself, listening to books on audio and getting the house cleaned and doing my whole routine and hanging out with a friend and chatting. Then after that, I went to Target to return some pants that I got that were like, these are pants that I fell in love with when I popped into the store the other day. And they are like teenage year pants, so they're wide leg and long. But when I took the pair home, because I didn't try it in the store, they were too short. But I was like, I think, if I stretch them out a little bit, they'll be fine. No, stretching them out didn't really help. So I decided to go back and change them out for a different size. So I did that after coffee, and it wasn't too crazy. And I've been listening to a lot of different new people on Instagram. So like the hypnotherapist guy who's very spiritual. I've been listening to this like detachment relationship guy who's very about the connection. And I've been looking at some palm reading things. I've also been consuming this other gentleman who used to be a hostage negotiator, and a lot of the things he's saying about like how to word things and how to kind of like read the room. So I've been taking what he's been saying and trying to implement it in, just my daily interactions. So I had like all my things, and I went into Target and I had my thing, and I immediately connected with the cashier's eyes who was going to process my return. I connected with their eyes. I smiled. I walked up and I made an assumption comment, which is bringing humor to a situation instead of just walking up and being like, I need to return this, and them already being in a mood or whatever. I saw that this person was very like, they smiled, they were energetic, and so I made a funny comment about like, I'm the last person you want to see in this craziness of today with, all these people. And it wasn't exactly those words, but it was something along those lines. And he looked at me and he was like, you know what? Today's been amazing. It's been a really great day. We're like fully staffed. It's just been a lot of fun, and it's not been crazy at all. He's like, let's take care of your return. And I was like, well, all I need is a different size. And so it was a really fun interaction that, made him smile more, made me smile more. So I'm really enjoying this new way to look at things. And so I got my different size, and I left the store to get in my car and go home because I really didn't have any other plans. I was supposed to go to a networking night, and it got canceled because they didn't anticipate Thanksgiving being the next day, and like half of the people kind of canceled. So it was fine. It's meant to be. I signed up for it because I thought it would be a fun way to connect with people, and it canceled. So I was like, it is what it is. I didn't lose out on any money or anything. So I left Target, got in my car, sat there for a minute because there was this beautiful tree with red leaves right outside the car, and the wind was like blowing a little bit. The sunset was right there in front of me, and it was pink and purple with like a light cotton candy blue. It was just beautiful. So I literally sat there in Target parking lot looking at this sunset and the red tree and the breeze, and just like enjoying that moment. And while I was enjoying that, I was also messaging a new friend. Now these friends that I have connected with were through the singles group, and since Halloween, I really haven't connected too much with anybody, but they have reached out independently just to kind of connect with me. So it's been really fun to connect with other people within the group, and just talk to people who it's not funny, but it's really cool. And like, I find more ways to giggle throughout the day. And it's not so much like humorous, like a joke funny, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's so cool. And then I smile and giggle. So more and more people I'm connecting with, and even people I am connected with, kind of like my chiropractor, I've been finding out that they're more in line with what I'm in line with right now. So my chiropractor, whereas before when I first went to him, I didn't know any of the spiritual side of him. And he talks about energy now, and he talks about Qigong, and he talks about meditation, and he talks about what was it that we were talking about? Just like alternative wellness and health and cold plunges and like trampoline workouts. And so it's really crazy funny that I'm seeing a lot more of this mirroring aspect of people I'm interacting with. Like, so these new friends, there's a lot of similarities and there's a lot of things that we can connect with and talk about. So that's been fun. Yeah, so even though it was not too crazy of a day, it wasn't busy, I wasn't overwhelmed, not stressed out at all. It was just such a fun day, full of lots of little joyful things. And I'm definitely grateful for the experience of life that I'm having. And the more and more that I wake up and have gratitude in my heart and change my perspective and change my thinking and follow my excitement and follow the fabulous amazingness that is life and why we're here and our purpose, and just continue to dig deeper on all of that. It just more and more brings me joy, and I have less and less of a negative feeling and interactions. Even like the smallest negative interaction, I can't even really think about one right now. Yeah, it would probably take me a bit longer to figure out what kind of negative interaction I've had, but I tend to have these interactions, and whether there's a little bit of negative tone, I immediately have a different view about it. So I'm not attaching to negative aspects that come up, which is kind of cool too. I am just enjoying life, like I said, living and being full of joy and full of gratitude and thanks, especially if we're coming up to Thanksgiving. And my kids who know me the best will tell you that I am very much not a calendar holiday enthusiast, that I love that we have calendar holidays. I love that we have celebration time, and, you know, that they get breaks from school and people get breaks from their jobs and whatnot. But I feel like calendar holidays, while they are great, we can celebrate these things throughout the year, every day, all the time. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. Obviously, your birthday is a specific time that you've put out there, that this is when I came into the world in this timeline, and it's, helpful for this life. But Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, if you really look at the world and all of our time zones and in different countries and how people celebrate things on different calendar days than we do, but they're really the same celebrations, we should not be stuck in a specific calendar day to celebrate. Thanksgiving, if the purpose of Thanksgiving is to come together with family, to be grateful for what we have, then we should do that more than just one calendar day. And so I will get up on a huge soapbox talking about all the calendar days and how we should celebrate them throughout the year and every day, really, because we don't know what tomorrow brings. We are in the moment right now. If we're truly present and we're truly aware, we know that we should just be grateful for everything right now. We should love people in the moment right now. Yeah. So I don't want to make this like an hour episode. But anyway, I love you guys so much. And I'm so grateful for everybody for tuning in, for listening to this day, for supporting me in this way. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you thought. I would love to hear it. And I definitely love to see you guys come back. Please give it a like, share, subscribe. And like my kids say, hit that notification bell so you know what's happening when it's happening. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have the most amazing, wonderful, fabulous day. And I am so grateful for you. All right. Catch you later. Peace.